what is happening, Metasite? So I'm back with a video. Thank you for tuning in to the channel. It's appreciated. Um, I have to say to people, yeah, this time of year, especially New Year's, it wasn't a good idea to be going out downtown. Um, I didn't really feel like celebrating. I just felt like staying indoors because after what has been happening with the pandemic, and after that, everybody is told to basically save their money. I was listening to the Joker from Better Bachelor, of all guys, and he basically said that if 2022 was this bad, well, just you wait. 2023 could get worse. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. That's why I don't even feel like making this video tonight. I mean, I'm sure you guys are going to be celebrating. There's people that probably want to let loose, have a good time. I say to people, just save your money. Bars are probably the last place you would want to go throw down $50 to $100 at, because it's not a good place to be. I mean, it's just, you have a few hours of drinks, and then when you have after that a hangover, and I don't know. I don't know what people get out of bars. I mean, it's never really worked out well for me. So, I mean, I've just been staying in here. I need to get better equipment. That's what I need. Because I've been having some static on my microphone. Oh, and yeah, anyway, wanted to just say a few words. Shout out to IT for helping me to get a donation for $26. That's great. That's wonderful. I mean, normally I don't even get donations, not even for a cup of coffee. Even if I had a little bit of help, maybe I probably could, do more. I could probably finish that doc. It's in the works right now. I had a couple of documentaries, but it's like I used to make a lot of more videos in the past. This is only one channel, and I'm still not getting up to the subscriber count that I need to do live streams. At least 50 subs. Did you know that today, when I posted a couple of TikToks, my thumb, was it how many likes? Thumbs, likes? They disappeared. As soon as I saw 4 or 5, I was like, wow, I must have reached some people. Great, cool. And then it just went back to 1 or 2, and not to mention the viewer count stopped at around 150. So that tells me something. That tells me that there is something very fishy going on with YouTube. There's all these new guidelines, and it's put people down, creators down at the bottom rung. It's like, yeah. And meanwhile, I'm seeing more and more stupid TikTok videos, guys out there with no talent. They're getting all the likes and views, and it's just, what is going on? What is happening with YouTube? And so, I was talking with Steve Bam the other, well, it's going to be a few hours from now. It'll be a day or something. But yeah, I was speaking with Steve Bam on his live stream, saying thank you, asking him how he was doing. He's battling cancer, and my grandmother, she battled cancer. My grandmother, she's 83 years old, and she's the only woman I have right now in this entire city, the only person I got. And I think about my family. I just don't hear too much from them. I think though that what it is that people are they're dealing with their problems day in and day out. They just probably have tuned out of YouTube. They're not thinking too much about what's going on in the world. I mean, they probably watch YouTube to watch the news, and Yeah, I don't really have a big following. If I can get involved with the news daily basis, that costs money to produce higher quality content, which I don't have the money, unfortunately. I mean, like, I'll be serious for a minute. Like, I have barely enough money to feed myself, let alone take care of the other things like upgrades, which I know that people who have money, they could totally, if they wanted to, they could donate and they could help me to try to get the truth out there. Which I've tried to do on my own, but it's been really super difficult. I must say, because I can't reach enough people. As soon as I get a following, or if I get a little bit ahead, YouTube will either strike me down, or they'll take my videos or TikToks, and all the likes that I've been getting, they just vanish as soon as they appear. And I just want to say that to make it clear to everybody that, yeah, if you're going to be wanting to become a bigger tier YouTuber in 2023, my advice, don't talk about anything controversial like the Kool-Aid shots. My friend Zay, Watchman brother Zay Speak Truth, I have to give him like props. I would label him as Watchman of the Year. I'll even, maybe I'll even try to put a little thing, Watchman of the Year, with fireworks, and you can just use your imagination.
Congratulations
I give
to
him
Say
credit.
Speak Truth.
He's
Watchman
been
of the
doing
Year, you and your
outstanding work, and
followers
him
helped
and
to
his
saving the
followers
lives
have
of
been able to
many,
do
and have done so
what I
much to
could not.
awaken people to the truth.
And
You rock. Keep on
that's no
fighting the
small
good
thing.
fight. We
I
love you.
wish Zay the best. He even tried to reach out the other day, and he gave me his number. He gave it to me. I didn't want to bother him because, you know what, I respect Zay enough that maybe, I don't know what him and his family are up to. I don't know his personal life. It's got to be more interesting than mine, because now he has all these friends and followers, and he's probably got a wife and child. Good for him. I mean, I wish I had that. But my reward for trying to share the truth, I get shadowbanned, I get told off by strangers who I don't know. And the people who I trusted in the past, I don't even know who to talk to or turn to anymore. I mean, women, they have this problem, like, they probably have too much attention. They don't know what it's like for a guy to be, like, outcast and not get any followers or any friends to talk to. And that's kind of like how it is for me. I am living alone right now. Uptown. I had a little studio downtown, but then after a few years I was evicted. Wasn't my fault, but it was time to move on. I came up here. COVID happened, and my plans, all my hopes and dreams, poof, went up in smoke. And I'm still trying to find work, to be honest. I have not heard from anyone. I have not heard back from people. The only people that are trying to reach me right now are the people who they only like me because I've helped them out in the past, and I just wanted to find a good girl, a nice woman who could vibe and jam with, and I'm still doing this alone on YouTube. I think a lot of guys are kind of like feeling isolated and alone. This wasn't supposed to be this way, though. I think, though, the good guys should find all the good women. But apparently, women are getting worse. Society is getting worse. They're bringing in everybody from the East. Inflation is going up. Whatever privileges that our parents had, that's gone right out the window. Like, most people will have no hope of finding a home. And look at that, I just got a little notification. Cool. I lost track. So yeah, basically, what I'm asking for my followers, my metasites, you don't have to donate anything. Like, you could pay for maybe a cup of coffee or a sandwich or something. I would not ask you to donate as much as what this one guy IT gave, which was $26. I wouldn't want to say that's too much because you know what, my equipment is actually starting to fail me now. Like, I have a Blue Yeti that's used and it's been giving me a lot of static. And I feel like, you know, that game Operation, you make one small wrong move, a couple millimeters to the left or right, you're gonna hear like, wait a minute. Okay. Oh, it stopped. Because, on the other end, I had to wrap it around coil, so it looks like a little knot. But yeah, my equipment and wires and everything else, that's starting to get old. So just buying the upgrades, and it's not just so much about the cost of getting upgrades, but it's where I'm buying it from. I have to shop online because most places today I can't even find it in a regular store, or if I do, Shoppers Drug Mart, which is like the Canadian version of CVS. They have Apple products that like a lightning to USB something, like all these adapters. It costs like as much as $60, and I can't afford that. I mean, who can? I mean, cost of living is getting up there, you know. I'm just trying to get the basics, and it's like, you think that, oh, you know, your Blue Yeti is only $120. Only $120. Well, what if you don't have 120? What if you only get 100 every couple of weeks? What then? How do you budget? How do you navigate your budget if you can't get even the basic needs, you know? Some of these people are living paycheck to paycheck, and they're going to the food banks more and more. If I continue living this way, I might be seriously starting to go to the food bank. Okay, I bought weights the other day because this was a cheaper alternative to going to the gym, because I cannot afford to go to a gym. I didn't have that luxury. The little simple things. Movie theaters have become a like luxury, or not a luxury, but it's like a novelty thing, you know, novelty pleasures, like going to a movie theater, or going to having breakfast at McDonald's, or going to the rec room, the arcade. We have this little arcade a couple miles down south. You can go. I could probably show it to you, but you know, it's like $50 for an afternoon of like blitz and shits. You know, you can play basketball, you can go bowling, you can even have a pint of beer. But after all that, you know what? That's $50 gone, man. And what will I have left? You know, tomorrow I get my bi-weekly pay. And I didn't want to continue on living this way. I actually wanted to either at least find a job. I had a job, and I lost it because I didn't take the Kool-Aid shot. And Lord knows how far I could have gone right now if I had a job. I could get a car. I could have had a girlfriend. I could have had it all. I could have saved lives. I could have rented out a bigger, a slightly bigger studio. I could have bought my old place back. You know, my old studio, I miss it. It was 4 times the size of this place. It was a lot nicer too, because I painted it and I did all the furnishings and everything. Still got evicted because of idiots, but that's what happens sometimes in life. But I'm gonna update later with the video. Follow Zay Speak Truth, follow Steve Bam, and I'll update. Help starving artists who are struggling. Do it, and I'll see you maybe in a couple days with a couple of updates.